begin.
Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
Joe and Kevin back with another episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
To answer the question that some of you have asked, I'm the Kevin.
I'm Joe.
There you go. we realized that we weren't actually clarifying that very much. And some people are curious
I
since
didn't
we're
think
throwing
that
those
was,
names around. Yeah.
I didn't think it was that ambiguous, but yeah.
It is.
We should start wearing name tags.
Right.
It'd be really
Hello,
funny.
my name is.
Hello.
We are back with episode 6 of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend,
Mhm.
which is one of the most underrated and fantastic shows made in the last several decades.
Sure is.
This show is fantastic. And one of the things that we talk about a little bit but doesn't get enough mention is the music
Yes.
on this show. As some of you pointed out in the comments, the music is completely underappreciated.
Mhm.
The great Adam Schlesinger.
Schlesinger, yeah. Fountains of Wayne.
Yeah, Fountains of Wayne, right. Rest in peace, Adam Schlesinger. We made a guess when we were watching this show. We were kind of amazed. It was like, they must be in 4 seasons, more than 100 songs for this series, which is impressive. It's actually not. It's closer to 150 songs.
Yeah, he co-wrote 150 songs.
150 songs.
Well, the thing is, I remember in 2020 when he passed away, I remember reading, one of the lead singers from Fountains of Wayne passed away.
Right.
I did not realize how much film and TV work he actually did.
He's got a pretty big cinematic IMDb
huge page, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, this is like, he was a huge producer.
He was very prolific, and especially on this show.
So that makes that loss even
terrible.
Sadder, you know?
What a talent!
Yeah.
What an absolute talent!
Absolutely.
Because it's not just that he's doing 150 songs; he's doing all different styles of music, which is not an easy feat to pull off. All kinds of genres that he's doing for this show. And when you think about that number, it was over 4 years. 150 bangers over 4 years. You're talking about 3 albums a year, right? Comparatively for a songwriter. 3 albums a year for 4 years and crushing it every time.
Constantly working.
Nobody does that.
And the weird thing, well, not the weird thing, the impressive thing is he's not only just doing that, he's doing that for other shows.
He's doing other movies and other shows as well.
His band, huge.
The guy must have never slept. But yeah, and then they had to turn around and do music videos for each and every one of them. Not just your 2 hits you do on an album, for all the songs, and then integrate it into an hour-long TV show that you also had people writing and producing and performing.
No, it's production is very much underappreciated.
Yeah, and
they're definitely the unsung heroes.
It's cranked up to 11 on this show.
The production values. They make the most of their budget.
They do.
Because, it's obviously a pretty decent-sized budget for the show. Right. But, it's still in the CW, so they don't have all the money in the world.
I respect the CW for committing as much as they did to it.
Absolutely.
They definitely put some resources forward for this.
100%. And it definitely adds to the feel of the show.
Great show. This is such an underappreciated show and underwatched.
I know. Every time I tell people about it, they're like, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Some of them are like, a lot of them don't know what it is.
I know.
I'm like, well, you're missing out because it is fantastic. Last episode, Josh admits that he had a crush on Rebecca, or that he was attracted to her, and said, "But I'm committed to my girlfriend." Josh does the right thing there,
and all she heard was,
and all she hears is, "You're attracted to me,"
which I was celebrating in the park with the lady,
which was so well done. The way he's had that part echo in her head while he's actually explaining that we don't have a romantic future, but she doesn't want to hear that part. Rebecca's a very complex character who was written very, very well for all of her issues.
Well, the last episode is her dedicated to being a better person.
Right.
But she did a good thing.
She did.
One good thing. And actually, she did open up to Greg.
Yeah, she did.
And she apologized, and it felt sincere. But even Greg said, thank you. Well, it doesn't make you a good person.
There's a couple of times where she's done the right thing, but she obviously is not getting better. She backslides a lot, and we still have 3.5 seasons of this show. She's going to backslide some more, right? It's not like she realized I've been doing terrible things, I'm fixed, right? She's got a long road ahead.
Absolutely.
I did really it was funny. I don't know if it was nice, but it was definitely funny the way Greg just straight out called her and Josh out for being terrible people. And he was right.
Absolutely.
It was harsh, but he was right, and he kind of came around to give Rebecca a little bit of credit at the end. But
he did. He accepted her apology, but at the same time, he's like, "Yeah, you're not a good person."
I'm not. Yeah, she's. I wouldn't go. He didn't go as far as to call her a good person, and I don't think I would yet either. But I think she's got the potential, obviously, or the show wouldn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
But at any rate, we have talked for a minute. We do want to welcome 2 more patron subscribers, Patrick Kelly and Laura Dawson. Thank you and welcome.
Guys.
Yeah, really appreciate it. If you are interested in full-length reactions to this or our other content, please check out our Patreon, linked in the description below.
Leave us a nice little comment, like, subscribe, please.
For those of you on YouTube, absolutely.
Keep you updated.
If, as we've mentioned before and have to mention again, we cannot, because of copyright, share any of the music at all in this show, which is a real bummer because it's such a significant part of the show. So if you're interested into our reactions and our ideas about the music, if you are, the Patreon is a good way to go because obviously you're watching on your own copy and there's no one that's there to edit that out for you. You can see everything. Too, yeah, you are paying the money for Netflix so you can watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend to your heart's content.
Oh yeah.
He said attracted, but then he paused.
Sorry, back at the boba stand.
And, he said,
and she's still on this.
Attracted. Very is a very important word in this, right?
Think it's a lazy adverb.
I've seen those guys in something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that the very means something, right?
Trying to be nice, like kind of blowing you off.
He was. Hey, we're going to give you something to obsess about. Maybe Josh was blowing you off. Bomb drop. And now let's move on to the opening credit sequence.
Is she going to go full-blown stalker then?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, she kind of already is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you move across the country to be with the person, you've hit stalker. Right, yeah. Assuming his girlfriend's going to be there, which would make this super weird.
I know. Like, what is Valencia up to? We haven't seen her in a while.
And if you could just get into that turkey dinner, you would be set.
Paula's not helping things.
The holidays, Paula.
I am quitting this crap. What's the catch?
Hi, Mrs. Chan. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Rebecca Bunch. I've been so
she been?
Great.
Harvard undergrad, Yale Law, 1550 SATs, winner, NCAJ mock trial championship.
Oh my God, Paula.
That is all very impressive. Ask her to come to my house, but we're going to Paris because that's where we autumn. It's like wintering, but cheaper.
Oh,
You shouldn't be alone on Thanksgiving.
No, Paula.
Why don't you come over and spend the holiday with us?
I don't think it's going to go how she thinks it's going to go.
No, Valencia's going to flip.
Something I want to talk to you about. Some changes I want to make.
Me too. I'm thinking about a third macaw.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking Bennett.
Keeping the phone in the glass is smart. I've never thought about that.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah? I've never done that, but I've got my phone dirty when I'm cooking.
I have a special glass for it.
That's really smart.
Here it is. This brooch contains a small video camera.
Oh my God.
And microphone. It's
Paula.
kind of like the teddy bear nanny cam that we used in the Gatwick divorce, but with audio.
You think it'd be like, can you just take a holiday off from stalking your ex-boyfriend would be the good advice. Just a holiday, just a day.
Absolutely not.
Right.
She wears it right in the middle.
Oh my God!
Oh
no!
Dad? Damn it.
That was
a dark turn, yeah.
Our best treatment options aren't covered by your insurance.
Oh,
so,
no.
if you'd like to proceed, I'll need your approval.
How much is it going to... Whoa, how am I supposed to pay for that?
Welcome to America, where we'll let you have your lives destroyed by healthcare bills.
And good luck digesting all that gross food.
That's culturally insensitive.
Would you join our family for mass?
We'd love to have
you.
Oh, the dad's in on it.
Jewish.
Yeah.
I'll also join. I have to go to the bathroom. I will call you. Wait. Hold on. Somebody's here.
Step to everyone like a vacuum cleaner.
Rebecca was just being
Nice.
Josh doesn't get it.
So naive, Josh. You don't see who she really is.
Wait, so she's stuck in there because they're in the bedroom.
She's in the master
God.
bathroom. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, they're gone. Go to the bathroom, honey.
No, don't. You've been in there for so long.
I can't be in this house any longer. Are you crazy?
No.
And why would they have sex in their parents' house during Thanksgiving anyway?
Yeah.
I have an announcement to make.
No way.
It's a special day. It's so nice to see everyone here from Rancho Cucamonga, and I belong with Valencia. Valencia, will you move in with me?
Oh, come on, man.
I do. I mean,
I do.
I will.
What a weird thing to announce.
Yeah, that's weird.
An engagement I get. Maybe I'm old, but
everybody,
we're moving in together. Yeah.
One of the nurses ratted you out. You spent all your savings? On me? Why? I'm a lost cause.
Don't fight me on this. Look at you, old man. You lose.
You have tubes in your face. You know what my father would have done if I talked to him like that?
He probably would have said, "Thank you for saving my life, son."
Right? Yeah. Greg is not very good at showing his emotions, is he?
No.
There's positive ones anyway.
Yeah.
He's not a vulnerable guy.
Come on, enough with that.
Yeah, take it out. It's over.
Have a moment of silence for her.
Are you gonna hear her pooping? Oh yeah.
Because she's dead.
Worst Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah, mine was really bad too. It was like Pearl Harbor meets the movie Pearl Harbor.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well,
No, sorry you had to see that. Ooh, documentary about a whale that didn't have parents.
that says Thanksgiving.
But that bloodhound could definitely benefit from a juice cleanse.
Not Greg, Josh! Josh!
Josh just
Worked so hard for nothing.
Paula. Man, there was some real heft there with Greg's situation though.
There was. This was a more sincere episode.
Yeah.
I feel. I really enjoyed the Thanksgiving song. That might be my second favorite song of the whole show.
Which favorite again?
Probably the "Sexy Getting Ready" song.
"Sexy Getting Ready" song is a banger.
That's like a classic.
Yeah,
it's a classic song.
That one had me on the floor.
I still listen to it every once in a while. But this one is hilarious too. Mrs. Chan with the golden grill.
Was that something about the Chan family with the damp panties?
Yeah, the damp panties.
Oh my
Parents
god!
will have sex with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that. The dinner was not super cringe.
Right.
It didn't. Nothing crazy happened. She didn't poop herself at the house.
Yeah. It wasn't anything that was over the top. But it was like, okay, we've landed in like common sitcom ground here.
Yeah.
Because we really didn't.
It had the same outcome though. It didn't go the way she wanted.
Right. Yeah. It still went terribly, but yeah, not in the embarrassing ways
They
that it could have
subverted
gone.
expectations. For
Right.
Sure.
She didn't get embarrassed, which we all thought was going to happen going in.
Yeah.
To the dinner. But I think this episode we see a little bit more of how wrong Paula is. Yeah. Like Paula is enabling her in all the wrong ways.
I was going to say she's a big time enabler on this one.
And maybe even more than that, she might actually be kind of manipulating her a little bit into something that Paula thinks should happen.
I mean, she forced her to Thanksgiving.
She forced her to Thanksgiving, but now she's like, no, not Greg, Josh. Well, if she decides she likes Greg, isn't that an okay thing too? No, It's got to be Josh. I worked so hard.
Well, it's weird because like Rebecca, we're not really sure where she's at the end of the episode as far as like stalking Josh goes. She seems to be like accepting Greg more. Like she's bonding with Greg a lot.
Right, but I think it's friend bonding. I don't think she sees it as a romantic bonding at all. Greg does.
Greg definitely does.
Right.
You know? And I think he's in the back of Rebecca's mind because obviously she's kissed him. She went on a date with him, but like she self-sabotaged her own date, you know?
Yeah, completely.
Josh is also interesting though, because you see his face as he's leaving Valencia. He's like, oh no.
What have I done?
Did I just screw up, you know?
Yeah.
So these characters are all in really interesting places.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Yeah.
I kind of think like this isn't the first time I've said this because when she dropped the line, I've worked so hard. I think Paula's making all of this about her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
100%.
And that's not the first time. When she did the remember she had her own song? I can't remember exactly what it was.
When she's on the stairs?
Yeah, like the Take a Risk song or whatever.
Run with Scissors.
Run with Scissors, yeah. That was another moment where she was like, do what I do. This is me. I can make this work. Take a risk. Like throughout the episode as things were falling apart, like, no, I can fix this and prove my system works. Well, stop making it about you. This is a bad situation for a person.
It's funny because it kind of does work, but not to the extent they wanted to.
Well, it's just leading to tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, her parents loved her.
She got her into the dinner, and the parents loved her and all that.
She won the battle, but she kind of lost the war
completely.
So to speak, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Paula's a nice person, and I like her.
I do like Paula.
But I feel like that she's got her own issues she needs to work on here because she's not helping at all.
And that's kind of the point of the show, right? Is everybody's going to hopefully work
their
stuff out.
Rebecca's not the only person with stuff to work out for sure.
No.
She's our lead, and she's probably got the farthest to go. But she's not the one with the only person that's dealing with some things.
Yeah,
Paula is not enjoying her own life, and she's like very grossly living vicariously through Rebecca's bad choices.
110%. Yeah, literally, like you go back to her family life, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
They're all on their phones at Thanksgiving. She's hanging out with
she's
her
hanging out with Rebecca.
uncle.
Yeah. Well, she's hanging out with Rebecca is what she's doing.
Yeah, sure.
For sure. Anyway, we'll catch you next week for the next one, guys. Thank you.